As long as anyone can remember, people always had weird experiences with mysterious and extraterrestrial things. Now, how many alien abduction stories have you heard? There's so many, you lose count of them. And even though we live in the 21st century, we still don't know anything about aliens. So what's the deal with aliens, bro? Are these guys really 1,000 times smarter than we are? Let's try to find out. If you guys know anything about aliens, or you think you might have been abducted at some point in your life, please share this info in the comments. It's very important. We must gather all the information we can if we want to know the truth. Right, in this episode, you guys, we're gonna take a look at some of the most incredible UFO encounters that a lot of people saw and talked about. Humans are very curious by nature. We build planes and airships out of curiosity. Hell, we even build rockets that fire off and go beyond the stratosphere and into the open space. And for some reason, the more technologically advanced we become, the more we think about aliens. The United States Air Force first introduced the term UFO in 1953. It was used to describe not only flying saucers, but generally any type of flying object they couldn't specify. Alright, so the first documented encounter happened in 1947. That first time around, a few UFOs were spotted by an American aviator, Kenneth Arnold. He spotted a whole 9 of them when he was flying over Washington. He saw 9 shiny objects that didn't seem to look like planes at all. In fact, they were nothing like those tailplanes people used back in the day. Oh no, those were something else. And boy were they fast. Kenneth reported that they had a speed of about 2,700 kilometers per hour. Not many people believed what they heard at first, but then more and more people began reporting similar stories. Same year, a farmer from New Mexico reported the UFO crash in the whereabouts of his farm in the city of Roswell, the town well known for its mysteries and strange happenings. It has been said that the farmer was on the lookout for missing sheep. During his search party, he found something he couldn't explain. It was some kind of debris that looked like foil. You could bend and crumple it, but it would always remain its original shape. It didn't burn, and you couldn't cut it. So the farmer told the sheriff about the finding, and the sheriff reported to the military. Now, before the military arrived, the farmer spilled the beans to the local news sources. Initially, the media had to take it all back, as later the info was classified as top secret. Do you guys know anything about alien abduction? I wouldn't wish this to happen to anyone. The first official statement was made in 1961 by Betty and Benny Hill. I'm sorry, Barney, not Benny. They say they were abducted on their way home. They say they couldn't remember anything of what happened during those 2 hours. They remembered it at last alright, but only under hypnosis. Both of them were saying exactly the same thing, even though they were interrogated separately. Another interesting case of alien abduction happened to Ensign Felix Eugene Moncla Jr. In 1953, he was sent to intercept a UFO that was spotted somewhere in Michigan. When Felix came close, his plane got caught up in the bright light and mysteriously disappeared. No radar could spot the plane, and no one saw Felix ever since. Now let's talk about some of the most famous UFO sightings. November 17, 1986. Boeing 747 was on its flight from Paris to Reykjavik. Captain Kenju Taruchi switched the plane to autopilot. Suddenly, about 600 meters ahead, he saw 3 rapidly moving objects. The biggest one looked like a kind of walnut, and it was twice the size of the plane. A few minutes later, all 3 objects were flying at the plane's pace, 972 kilometers per hour. Those UFOs escorted the plane as far as 650 kilometers. The captain tried to conduct the land, but the connection was lost. It seemed like at some point a crash was about to occur, But suddenly, UFOs gained altitude and went to the left. Later, they spotted all three of them on their radars from the land. It was the most popular UFO sighting at the time. It looks like aliens are not very picky about who they interact with. They seem to be equally interested in simple people, and people like Ronald Reagan, for example. Ronald said he saw a UFO from a window of his private jet in 1974. And Kherson Alamjinov openly admitted that a UFO took him straight from the balcony of his own bedroom in 1997. He said that there was mind reading involved. Apparently, Kerson's driver noticed his boss's disappearance, and a few more people said that was totally possible. Now, as we all have smartphones now, it has become a lot easier to capture UFOs these days. Now, how about we take a look at the modern perspective and check out a few videos shot on smartphones not so long ago. As for me, the following videos seem fake. Tell me what you think about them in the comments, guys. Let's draw a conclusion here. March of 2014. A weird-looking triangle-shaped flying saucer caught on camera in the mountains of Afghanistan. April 2014. California. Aerial show. You can see stunt planes performing bends and turns. But what's this? A cigar-looking type of UFO, is it not? June 2016, Kursk. The Russian military plane reported about seeing 2 UFOs. This footage right here was captured by an onboard camera. September 2017, Nevada. A massive UFO can be seen through the Jetfire window. So, have you guys ever spotted any UFOs? Do you think UFOs are for real? Are we alone in this universe? I bet not. Share your videos, guys. I'll be happy to see any proof that aliens exist. And I sure hope that one day I'll get to meet these guys. Right, well that's all for now. Hope you liked the video, guys. If you do like it, leave a like. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Stay tuned, we have more mysteries to solve.